G'day everyone, you found the champ dog, well done. Today we're jumping back into the arena with some more Dimir control. So this is the same list that was up in my previous video, revolving around Voracious Shortshark, Sublime Epiphany, and a whole lot of cheap interaction. So I'm just going to quickly change these two Fields of Ruin for Crawling Barrens. I understand the argument for Field of Ruins, it's a good answer to Crawling Barrens and can potentially mess up some opponents' mana, but personally I prefer Crawling Barrens, so I'm going to try that out. I'm not saying either decision is right or wrong. So 23. So we're running 27 lands in total. I wouldn't be opposed to actually finding a bit more room for lands in here, but that's a question for another day. We're just going to make this simple change and jump into some games. There's no point labouring through the deck. I did cover it a bit in my previous video, rambled on a fair bit because I really enjoy this deck. So we're just going to leave it like this for now and jump into the ladder play. And what we're going to try and do this game is not draw awfully like this and play terribly like we have been. Hey, this hand is much better. I'm not saying it's great, but it's much better. See what our opponent's on. Some sort of Timur. Interesting. What are we ramping to? I guess it doesn't hurt actually to have a backup because I'm gonna want to kill this. Probably not right now. I'm probably gonna hold up my counter spell here. Oh, getting in for one. And that's their turn. Cool, I guess we just draw a card there. Double Dwari. So I'm going to play this so that we have the option of double spelling or casting something and still drawing open. Yeah, that's going to be a no for me, dog. Is there any point killing this now? Yeah, still gonna do it. That's pretty nice. Wish I had an extra untapped land. So we just draw here. There's our untapped land. Where were you last turn, Essence Scatter? Relic Rubber. So I think we just play out the shark here. Relic Robber? What am I playing against? What am I playing against? So it looks like it's some kind of gruel, and they're just running this as another land source. But they're playing Relic Robber and Carry Added. Why? Don't understand. don't understand. Nah, I don't want him touching the board so that my opponent can follow up with the Bone Crusher Giant that they have and draw a card. So my opponent had 2 untapped and there was a slight hang at my end step, which is why I assume they have a Bone Crusher at the moment. Cool, they're not going to play anything, we'll just keep drawing. Ooh. Ooh, what a draw. Ah, oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Heart of the cards. Oh, my grandfather's deck contains no pathetic cards. Scry here. Seems good. Seems decent. This is such a weird deck. What is my opponent doing? Sure. Is it the claim? That's it? That's your turn. Fine. Could have killed it, not even going to. Not even going to. What is this deck that Chicken King is playing? Bounce this, copy this, and I'll draw a card. So many arrows. Oh, the colours of the rainbow. Yep, and it skips it up. Understandable, that game was going very poorly for them. So we'll see how my opponent sideboards. If they bring in a lot of escape creatures, we'll bring in the Cling to Dusts next game. But yeah, I feel like our opponent kept a really bad hand. A really bad hand. They really needed that Vivian to survive. Or even make it to the board. This hand is okay. We are gonna, depending how we go with drawing lands, we might end up playing this as a counter. Okay, so it's probably safe to eliminate the ooze here. But we are gonna, like, I'm just gonna take the 2 and see if they have a follow-up play. But we're probably eliminating. Yep, can't disruption that. Can disruption that. Definitely don't want them drawing off this guy. So we're going to take a little bit of damage for the next few turns, which is unfortunate. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad for us. Yep, I wanted them to take their mana there. Yeah, I did not have a clean answer to this. I can block it with a Great Shark in a couple of turns. Shield breaker, huh? It's about the only thing Drain of the Loch does hit at the moment. Unfortunately, they get to resolve one of their big old beastie boys. No, they choose to draw a card. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, you're not doing much at the moment. Double Great Shark. So I think I have to let the Harbinger hit me again, which is really unfortunate. Unless they play something out pre-combat like a charm. Oh, thank you, Chicken King. Thank you, and I'll happily take this trade because I have another one in backup. Oh, thank you. Shadow Sphere, whatever. Who even cares about that? So I'm better off playing this. It's just going to come in tapped. How have I not drawn a single island this game? I mean, I'm going to play this. They can just follow up with their other one and then potentially equip it, which is bad for us. But if we don't do this, they might just equip it and that'll be their turn. This at least forces their hand. Really want to try and find some removal. That ain't it. Can't afford to attack. So they are going to get in one big hit with Lovey-Dovey here. It's going to suck. just really hoping this isn't Stomp. Okay, yep, they just want to draw a card, that's fine. Scry is a little more valuable here. I don't think I need the disruption, but the epiphany is pretty good. Obviously not attacking. So we're going to bounce Shadow Spear, we're going to copy the Shark, and we're going to draw a card. So this way our Shark trades with their Beast, we get a backup Shark, and we draw a card. Keeps us alive. Obviously it would have been nicer to counter something as well. Okay, they're drawing a card. I'm happy for them to keep using their mana like this. Obviously they won't be able to use that after this combat happens. What do they go for here? What do we go for here? Okay. Scavenging Ooze, Scavenging Ooze. If they're holding a Stomp, I can't afford to counter this. But I don't know that they are. Haven't seen a Bone Crusher Giant from them at all. Yep, replay Shadow Spear, that's fine. So we're just going to draw a card here, get a bit of life back. Lochmere Serpent, tasty. So since we've drawn that, we can afford to be a little bit aggressive with our Shark here. Relic Rubber, huh? Seriously, what is this deck? There's just Gruul cards I own. Easy block. I'm just so puzzled by what this deck is. So puzzled. going to stay back with the Serpent. Just so I'm a little more confident when my opponents are out. I mean, I probably should have just attacked with the Serpent there. Easiest negate of my life. Oh, that felt good. So do I want to start pumping Barons? I think I scry. Ace Mind is nice. Piece of 1 mana interaction are they holding up? Oh, they've got the, yep, that. So I am just going to attack with the snake here. Takes 1 turn off my clock if I get it for 7 as opposed to 5. Okay, they just start jumping. I'm not happy enough with that outcome. I mean, are these just lands here? So we'll take a draw here. Cycle this, just in case we get a counterspell. Save our time. I mean, it is a counterspell, but not one we can cast, but I mean, it's atrociously powerful, isn't it? Okay. They have a 4/4. I assume they take a chump here. Yep. Oh, so I can actually bounce the Shadow Spear and counter it on the way back down. Oh, that's disgusting. So they're going to play something before combat. That's such a brave attack. I mean, I'm better off bouncing the creature though, right? I have to bounce the creature. No, because I can block it with the Lochmere Serpent. Right, sorry. Just had an absolute brain snap and thought I was copying the shark for some reason. Absolute brain snap. Oh, the colours of the rainbow. They're gonna draw. Yep. I guess they're hoping to hit an Ember Cleave. And they didn't find it. Easy block. And they skip. Okay, happy to take the play here. This hand is awful. This hand is better. Put this back, I don't have a way to play it at the moment. Play this so a good disruption held up. Bro. Okay. Play this guy because it's tapped and we've only got 2 CMC things. So it's a Gruul deck and they didn't have, so they just wanted to save this until they could attack for 3. But that's just throwing away a damage. Like, the only thing this play potentially protects it from is something like Stomp or whatever, and I just could have done that with the trigger and the sack, so they must have just top deck this. I'm playing this. I don't know whether it's correct to use Eliminate or Heartless Act in that case. Because they could have Scavenging Ooze and activate it. Which then has counters and I can't deal with it. Or they could have something like a questing based. I think we take the... Okay, I was going to say take the 3, but I'm not going to take 5. If they have a follow-up, they have a follow-up. They don't. Beautiful. I think we can set the bar a little higher. That's a little higher. So we're going to play this turn. Means, you know, it's unlikely we're going to snag a 4 or 5 drop next turn with it anyway, but it means we can curve into Serpent nicely. We've got a draw held up for the turn. Our opponent is so stuck on green mana right now. I could have also pumped the Barons there, that's an option. Sure. So Embercleave costs 5 at the moment. So we're going to try and ambush and hope that they don't have a stop. They must have the stomp if they're doing this. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Is this the highest value stomp you've ever seen in your life? Ah, Scorching Dragonfire. Okay. Why are they main decking this? That's so weird. And exiles as well, so I can't even get it back. That's so depressing. Oh well, it's still got Crawling Barrens, right? Is our opponent some sort of weird Gruul control deck? Missed a chance to draw there, didn't I? That was just, yeah, misclick. I'm so tired. I'm sorry guys, I'm playing atrociously today. This uses my mana more efficiently than drawing. I think getting in for 8's pretty good. Means I don't have Voracious Great Shark open to me next turn. Where's that Great Shark when I need it, huh? Perfect moment for the Great Shark. So it's not a weird Gruul control deck, because they wouldn't be playing Embercleave. It's just a Gruul deck that kept a really bad hand and got really unlucky with their draws. And for some reason is main decking Scorching Dragonfire. I guess they're being burnt by elves. Nope, don't want you sticking the sword on that. Beautiful. Actually wouldn't mind more land at the moment. Get in for 10, just a casual 10 damage off a land. So hopefully they just try to equip here. Beautiful. So that's their whole turn. Can't even life here, draw a card. So this guy will have Summoning Sickness if I turn him into a creature this turn, so I can't attack for lethal here. I can force a chump. And I can play out Great Shark, which should be game. Okay, don't even need to play the Great Shark. Happy enough to not reveal it to them. Main deck Scorching Dragonfire, that's so bizarre. Had to run off and check the oven there, sorry guys. So this a little bit slow. Says Maze Mind. On the draw, what is less good? I just want to toy around with keeping the other Epiphany in there. So let's try like this. It's perhaps possible I should have brought in Cling to Dust anyway, because most Gruul decks will have escape cards in their sideboard. I want to keep this, but these just do nothing. So there's just so much riding on the Maze Mind Tome, you know. I don't know that this is better. I mean, I'm going to keep it, obviously. I'm going to put back a Drown. At the very least, with this hand, I can turn 2 Essence Scatter. It's a little bit better than turn 2 Tome. So I'm going to lead on the Mantras because it has to be tapped. I almost didn't do that, so I need to, like, snap out of it. Get my head in the game. Okay, they're stuck on green, that's good. So slow start for them. Slow start for them is a good start for us, but it does mean their hand's going to be pretty stacked. And I really hope we draw more land. Oh, they were saying oops because they played the land first. That's alright, it didn't matter. Ugh. That sucks.
I love Victoria.
That's terrible.
I'd like you to meet my friend, Stompy.
That is so terrible for us. And because this is tapped, we can't even flash this in at end step and kill a token to get through. Oh, that's terrible for us. That is terrible.
My herd grows ever larger.
Ooh, someone actually -2ing Vivian.
The arc bow is quite powerful.
So they can tutor up a 2-drop here. Scavenging Ears. So we're going to use Dram and the Lock to kill Scavenging Ooze because they can empty their graveyard now anyway. Ooh. That's actually a pretty good, that's a pretty high priority counter though, so... Okay, so we can Great Shark something this turn, and next turn we can do the thing, but I just don't know if it's going to be enough with a Vivian on the board. Hopefully they attack with everything. Okay, so they go to attack us first. I like the cut of their jib. Empathy. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. This is so good for us. So we're going to get rid of the Vigilance creature. No, we're not. We're a little too late. That's alright. Totally forgot about that.
We will adapt to any threat.
Do they double block? Bounce one, copy, draw a card. Double disruption. I'm to beat down now. Yep, great, they squeeze a bit. Obviously I'm tapped out now, so they can do sort of whatever they want this turn. Double stomp. No, they've only got one card. If only that token had, if only they'd given that token like reach instead of this. We would have been able to clear this Vivian. And this game would be so different. Sure.
I call, and Ikoria answers.
Bring back their Phoenix. Oh, this Vivian's just been an absolute nightmare for us. Absolute nightmare. I don't think I have a way out here. So I can just keep swinging him with this if I attack. The crackback's lethal. They can pump this quite a few times and I don't have a way to kill it. Yeah, no, I think we're just dead here. That's unlucky. Just getting the Vivian then like that was unfortunate for us. So good against Vip. So many things it can hit though. Vivian, Henge. I don't want to cut land. I don't want to mess around with my top end too much. Maybe cut a drown because they do have some escape, which is why I'm bringing in the dust. Try to deal with the phoenixes. Didn't see any oxen, which is nice. Take the play of course. This hand is fine. We'll lead on the Vantress. We need to find some untapped blue sources to switch everything on here. No thanks. There we are, untapped blue source, beautiful. And hopefully we find another land so we can curve into this shark nicely. No, don't want you drawing a bunch of cards. So we're really hoping we hit a land. We really want a land as our next draw. Didn't get there. That's heartbreaking. Would have been so nice to counter something and slap this down on an empty board. We can still keep the board empty, but, you know. No Vivian for you. Oh, come on! Okay, so they gotta stop. Seriously? Can I just get a 5th land, please? It's ridiculous. It's 27 lands. This is a good one to counter, stop them getting value off it. This is offensive. This is just truly offensive at this point. I'm offended. Yep. So I just gotta hope they don't hit a henge, or a cleave, or a Vivian. Well, we can't do anything about it. What was I saying? Okay, I mean, that's a mistake. No, can't block with it, it's tapped. Yeah, 1 turn too late. And at the very least, we stop them from going off with this for a couple of turns. Of course we attack here. Non-token creature. Okay, so I can't counter this.
A world of monsters? This is my paradise.
At the very least, we can kill Vivian here. And we got a couple of Essence Scatters to still slow him down a few turns going off with the henge. But this is damage I really want to be sending to their face right now.
Time to lick my wounds.
For obvious reasons. Okay, they bricked. Beautiful. Do I kill off the token? I mean, I don't want to, but I think I kind of have to. No. So the only thing we're worried about right now is another Vivian. Oh, that's just perfect, isn't it? Alright, so we should have this one locked down. Should have this locked down. I shouldn't have gone for the draw there, I'm just being a bit of a twat, dragging it out. Good game. Good game. We were so close to diamond. Okay, so there we are. Did get a couple of wins. It's been a really painful day playing today. I went from having an 100% win rate to this deck, with this deck down to a 50%. I just lost so many games to bad draws, mana screw, and really bad misplays on my part because I'm so tired. But we did manage to claw it back and get a couple of wins, which is nice. So we're back up to a 50% win rate. So you saw at the start of the video I brought in 2 Crawling Barons. I do think they did more work for us than a Field of Ruins would have. If you remember, there was a game that I won off Crawling Barons. I would not have been able to win like that off Field of Ruin. We are quite light on, we've got Voracious Great Shark and Lochmere Serpent as win cons. And Voracious Great Shark is big, but it's not big enough to be safe. It trades with a Bone Crusher Giant, which is one of the most played creatures in Standard at the moment. It trades with the Lovestruck Beast, trades with the Questing Beast. These are all pretty commonly played creatures. So it's nice to have a little backup option there. Based on what I've seen, I want more lands, and I want more untapped lands. So I'm actually going to cut this in the main deck for an extra swamp. I'm going to cut one of these for an extra island. So I've got 1 extra land this way and 2 extra untapped lands. The Jwari Disruption has been nice at times, but there was also a lot of times when the mana base just felt really awkward. So I'm just going to see how I go with this little change. Obviously I could also turn one of these into another temple for the color fixing, but the thing that I was finding frustrating more often than not was the tapped land, either not drawing lands or drawing tapped lands at critical times. Like that last game, if I hadn't gotten a little bit lucky, once our opponent resolved that henge, I could have very easily lost that game, and just because I didn't have the 5 mana up to play Great Shark because we didn't find our 5th land. So just a small change there. Anything I want to change in the sideboard, I don't know how effective a 1-of Mystical Dispute is. Obviously Mystical Dispute can be really handy, particularly against rogues or other Dimir matches, but as a 1-of, I'm just not too sure how much work it's doing. And a second Midnight Clock might be a better include, but we'll deal with that later. I haven't actually bought it in duress against anything so far. Doesn't mean it's a bad card. I just don't know where its correct matchup is. I could see it being helpful against rogues, but I don't necessarily know what I'm cutting for it. Probably Sublime Epiphany, to be honest. But yeah, we'll just continue to make small changes, and hopefully improve and get to somewhere we're really happy with. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate you giving me your attention and time. Stay brilliant.